City Council, come to order. Call the roll, please.
Ely. Godwin.
Here.
Hull.
Here.
Kendall.
Here.
Norris.
Here.
Rogers.
Here.
Wellman.
Here. All right, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Approval of the minutes. Everyone should have received a copy of the minutes. Any additions or corrections? If not, those will stand approved. Sorry. Approval of the agenda. One item under number 1, line C. There's a dollar amount correction. Should read, what is that one? $1,580,402.56. And that's line C. Say it again. Okay. And then also on line A, under the community funds, that should be $250.
And then on the transfer ordinance, we need to add a transfer between pool funds from the supply maintenance line, $4,000 to the swimming pool supplies and chemicals, $4,000 transfer. That's for pool chemicals to finish out the season.
Okay.
Just need that for the season. So it's not an additional appropriation. It's just a transfer from one line to another.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
So we need to make those corrections.
All right, make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Okay. Motion by Mr. Godwin to approve the agenda as amended. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin.
Yes.
Hull.
Yes.
Kendall.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Wellman.
Yes. Okay, public hearings. We do have 2 scheduled to speak this evening, so we'll let those go first. And then after that, we'll open the floor to anyone else. So, Erica Cruz.
Hi, I'm Erica Cruz. I'm the new executive director of Safe Haven. I just started in April.
Erica, before you get started, can you just pull the mic down? Thank you.
How's that? Is that better?
Mhm.
Thank you. As I stated, my name is Erica Cruz. I'm the new executive director of Safe Haven. We are a mental health walk-in facility. We provide lunch and services such as groups and different things to those that are in their mental health recovery or substance abuse recovery, either one. We also offer a food pantry to the local community and to our members. It is open on Wednesdays from 11 to 1. Anybody can walk in that needs food. We will be glad to give them food. Safe Haven also offers a payee ship, which is ran out of our Piqua office, but it's open to all 3 offices that we serve. We serve Shelby, Miami, and Darke County. And this takes a lot of burden off of our members that have very severe mental health that cannot take care of themselves as far as their financial ability. A lot of payee ships charge. Ours is a free service. Every service we have in our facility is free. We are funded by the Tri-County Board and United Way. That's how we are able to do so many things. We also offer field trips to our members. We also offer holiday parties. We have a very big Thanksgiving meal, usually held in our Piqua facility where we bring all 3 sites together. And with that, it is a restaurant style because not a lot of them can get out and go to restaurants. And we have members that volunteer from different communities, such as Greenville. They come and help us serve our members, and it's a really big deal. I haven't got to see it. This will be my first year seeing it, so I'm very excited. Like I said, I just started in April. Do you have any questions? Because I'm better at answering questions than I am at presenting at this point in time.
Anyone have anything you'd like to ask?
The biggest, neatest thing about Safe Haven is all of our employees are also going through a mental health or substance use recovery. So we are a lot of peer support, one-on-one type thing. We are not clinical by any means, so nothing ever costs our members anything. And I can happily say, if I don't know if it's really happily, but happily say that even the director is going through their own mental health recovery. And it's been a long haul, and I love where I'm at today, and I love everything about Safe Haven because we are a family style group. When you see our members together, they look like they're one big family. So, and so does our staff.
What kind of numbers are from this area?
Greenville, our walk-ins are anywhere from 5 to 10. We provide transportation to and from our facilities. When we have our transportation up and running, we are close to anywhere from 15 to 20 people at our facility. Right now, we are down a driver, so transportation's kind of spotty.
Is that like at a time you're talking about, not like in a year's time?
No, that is on a daily basis.
Oh, daily basis, okay.
Our transportation runs in the morning and picks them up somewhere around 10 o'clock, and they get to our facility about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then we have lunch, and then they are taken home somewhere around 3:30, and our drivers are back to our facility to drop off our vehicle around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So if you know of anybody who's looking for a driver's position, I really send them my way. Because it's really important for our facility to have our drivers.
This is located at 322 Fair Street.
Yes, our Greenville site is 322 Fair Street. I do invite all of you to come August 20th around lunchtime, around 1 o'clock area. We are hosting what's called Togetherness Thursday. It's where all three sites come together as one. Greenville has offered to host an ice cream social for this event, so I invite you to come and check us out.
What's the time?
We eat lunch around noon, and we'll probably do ice cream around 1.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So does anybody ever get asked not to come to your program? If you have issues, personal?
We have issues. I have had to suspend one person, which I suspended them for a week because they caused some massive amount of drama, which caused an uproar within our community. But after we did that, the drama calmed down and she was able to come back with no issues. We have to take into account that everybody is going to have some sort of issue, and we work through it as best we can without doing the suspension. But since I've been there in the 3 months, that has really been the only one issue I've had. Thank goodness, knock on wood.
Okay. Okay.
Anyone else have questions for Erica? Well, thank you so much for coming up and sharing with us.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you for having me, and I hope to see you guys at our Togetherness Thursday in August.
All right, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. President?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to apologize to you and council members, as well as our audience, for being late today. I do apologize for that.
Well, we appreciate it, but things happen.
Unfortunately, so
Yes.
thank you
No,
for your
no problem.
indulgence.
Oh, certainly.
Hi everyone, I'm Kendra. I'm the program director at Full Circle. What I always like to start out is how Full Circle got started. So in 2018, John Pulowski was a Dayton police officer. So he has 3 biological children and he has 6 adopted children. And that was kind of like the midst of the opioid epidemic was going on in Dayton. And one of his adopted daughters got addicted to heroin. And there was a lot of like inpatient treatment, but was like, once my daughter gets out of treatment, then where do I take her? So when he retired from the from Dayton Police Office, Dayton Police Department, he bought 3 houses. And what it started was like I went through the program then, and it was like one house was for women and 2 houses for women, and we had a large success. We have group, individuals, case management, peer support, nursing, nurse practitioners would all come in and help us. So then we quickly realized like we would get a waiting list. So throughout the years, we now have grown. We have 13 locations across the state. They all kind of operate the same way. We try to look at what the individual needs. So a lot of people that come from Dark County, Preble, we want to connect them back to where they're coming from. Like, our goal is not to like, hey, come to Dayton, but really get them like a successful re-entry plan when they get out of treatment or jail, or wherever they may be coming from. So I think that really what makes Full Circle different is we're trying to individualize care, and not just like, hey, you're going to treatment, but like, what is your plan? Like, we work on credit scores. Like, when I went in the program, I didn't know how important a credit score was. So, or like, I had student debt. Like, I didn't know how to get back in college. Like, I'm now graduated, with my degrees, but like in the beginning, I didn't know how to do any of those things. So just having someone who can like kind of teach me how to be an adult is what we do at Full Circle. So we provide a bunch of different services. We take all high Medicaid, so we are Medicaid based. The easiest way, maybe you have someone, we don't take anyone that needs like detox services, so if they're needing like they're drinking, they're doing opioids, something like that, we are not that facility for them, but say that they get out, they're no longer going through those, and we would be a good fit. Lindsay works on the outreach team, so this 1-800 number is not really just a 1-800 number. There's a team of 8 people who work on the outreach team. We have a lot of alumni that come back and work. Lindsay's alumni as well, and that's who's answering the phone lines. So try to really connect someone like, instead of being like, hey, yeah, it's a 1-800 number, hold on, we'll get you connected. It's like real live people, and all of them have like in recovery. So we really try to get people, even if we're not like the best fit for them, we really try to connect them to another resource as well. If you speak treatment language, we offer PHP, IOP, and maintenance. So like if they needed a different level of care, we provide those 3. We also provide re-entry programming. So those that are like coming from jail, we have several, like if they didn't do a long time in prison, maybe like 6 months, they can be in that programming. It lasts like a 15-week course that they would do. And at the bottom is all our different locations. So even at our locations, it's gender specific. So if we're saying like men and women, the clinical services is going to be with men, the clinical services is going to be with women until they get to like the maintenance phase. So that would be someone with like 6 to 9 months sober. So, and I brought Cheryl's cookies, so please take them, because I bought them for all of you. So I will leave them here. Please take them, because who's not makes their day better with Cheryl's cookies. So please take the cookies. Do you guys have any questions or anything like that for me?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, looking at your locations, you said, did you not say you have 13 locations?
Yes, but some of them are, like, these are buildings that are broke up. Men go to that building, women go to that building.
Okay. So where is the nearest facility compared to, I see Dayton, Chillicothe, Middletown, where?
So most of the clients that we get from like Dark, they come to Dayton, but we have a few that go to Fairborn as well.
Okay. Do you ever foresee opening a facility in this area?
We actually did. So we had the opportunity, and office became available, but we just weren't that familiar with the area. That's why I came out to overdose awareness and tried to start getting to know the area. So I think that would be in our future. We just didn't know enough. If we don't want to just open up if no one's needing it in the area, but if it was a needed thing and we got to know more people, like right now we're working on Athens County, which I'm from Nelsonville, so I'm like super excited about. But we like met with city council, we met with zoning, we met with a bunch of different people, because we don't, if that's not needed or this isn't the right, like everyone here in this area doesn't need it, what's really needed is here. So we try to really talk to the community first before we would then implement going somewhere.
I guess I should have asked my other question. What led you to Greenville City Council?
I just met the mayor, at an event, and he asked,
An event last summer, right in front of the courthouse. Chief Benji was there too, I believe, and it was just
Don't misunderstand me, I'm glad to have you visit. It just kind of, when you look at
there's
the
a lot of
location.
needed services out there
Yeah.
that, that people can take advantage of, and that's why they're here to expound on those.
so
programs that they
we get a lot of people from Dark that county like probations like still who like let them kind of get out of the area for a moment, and then we try to reconnect them with services that are already established. So maybe if they have like all their family using, or they want, whoever they're around, their support system may not be the healthiest, so we try to establish them, and then make an aftercare plan of like, hey, what behavioral health, what SUDs already in your area that we connect you with afterwards.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate
Of course.
It's probably pretty true that a change of scenery sometimes is good.
So I've never been to Dayton before I came to Full Circle. Had no idea, and then I come from like a family that all use. So like I didn't really have a chance in my hometown, because even my whole family was known as like troublesome, so to say. And so I went to treatment for myself, and that like really changed my world. It like gave me a new perspective. People didn't judge me off my family. So like, I'm about to graduate my master's degree. Like, all these things happened for me because I gave myself a chance to go somewhere new. And a change of scenery really helped me.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Well, thank you for having me, and I'll leave you cookies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to address council? Step forward and please sign in.
Good evening, my name is John Miller. I live at 103 Sandalwood in the Autumnwood subdivision. And my wife and I have been in that home longer than we have anywhere else in our lives. But anyway, spoke to the mayor not too long ago, and I don't want to speak too much because the last time I did, I got on city planning and zoning, and I don't do that. So, but what I'm going to talk about is when we built our home, the homes along East Main were not there. And we could sit on our back patio and we could see the traffic go by very quickly. But there was a city officer that always parked there and slowed the traffic down. And now we have neighbors and friends who live on East Main Street, and people fly out of town and they fly into town. What I'm asking is, what can you do as a council, along with the police department, what can you do to get that traffic to slow down? I mean, we're talking, for many kids, school's gonna be starting here next month. A lot of kids cross that area. We're talking 60 mile an hour on East Main Street. You may not believe it, but it is a fact. And I'd like to know what you can do to address that problem. That's my concern. Any suggestions?
Everybody's
Absolutely.
Or we'll talk to the other.
They seem that way. Actually, we just received another complaint. I think it was over the weekend or last week, and I requested that the chief put an officer out there more often. That's one thing, obviously, we can do. Target enforcement is what we refer to it as. The other thing that we're checking into is like a speed radar sign when you come in, says slow down, here's your speed. I really feel like they work, but we're getting prices together on that, and we'll have a little more to report once we get
Great. And we ran into the mayor that night having ice cream, and I said, in the town, a little town of Gettysburg, Pittsburgh, they put in these transparent, or they're not permanent, temporary speed bumps. They just nail them into the street. They're like 6 feet deep, but they're enough to slow people down. I wondered if that was an option too, that you could put there, because it is a tremendous thing for, I'm sure Mrs. Davis concerned that when she's walking on East Main Street, that people are gonna, even though there are sidewalks now on most of the street, on both sides, that would be a concern that we all would like to have. My second address for the city is this. When my wife and I drive through the town of Minster, Fort Laramie, you go anywhere those settlements up in that area, beautiful places. People are proud to be where they live. And we drive on Greenville and it's so upsetting. And I hear that there's 67 or 60, high 60s anyway, percentage of people that rent in Greenville. I think we need to do something as a city to control the people who are renters or are renting out to these people. You take care of your properties, you may get more rent money, but your place looks terrible and people don't want to come. I feel that the city of Greenville, there are so many places that have grass that's 2 feet high. You've got a house down on 3rd Street that's been burned down and there's so many regulations, they can't even get it torn down completely. You know, I don't know the whole story on all those different situations, but it's not the town that I knew of being raised in Dark County. I mean, I'm an old country kid from Hollinsburg, but I think this is not the county seat that we should be. I don't want to compare us to Troy. I don't want to compare us to Pigba. I'm looking at Salina. I'm looking at Eaton. They're growing. And I look at us and we have places in town that I don't think I'd want to walk at night, you know? So I'm concerned about what can we do to get these landlords to clean up their places or to get people to be proud about their place they live in. So those are my concerns. And when I sat on city planning and zoning, a former safety director, I'm sorry,
Oh, good.
he would send people out letters and say, you mow your yard or we're going to abate your taxes. And I'm sure that's done now, correct?
Absolutely.
But we need to push the issue big time, in my opinion. So, any questions for me?
I agree with,
Yeah, we agree with you.
So whether the police needs to kick in, I mean, or do something, but I feel that we need to do something. I trust the police. We put a car there temporarily with no one in it every other day. But school's starting soon, and I feel for the safety of people. Right? Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Very much.
Anyone else wishing to address council?
Okay, first, my name's Janet Dieter. I live in Greenville. First, I want to thank the owner of that toy store on Broadway. The other day, I had to write out some checks, and I couldn't sit in my car because it was too hot. And I thought, where am I going to sit and fill out these checks? And luckily, they had 2 chairs out in front of their store. And I just want to applaud them for doing that because I'm not the only one that depends on seating like that. And so I'm hoping in the future we reconsider these bench situation because I would have ended up probably having to sit in my car and fill this stuff out, but they did. I should go in and thank the lady personally. Another thing is I noticed that the teeter-totter is gone now. So has it gone the way of the benches that it won't be back?
No, we had to order parts.
Oh, so it will come back? Okay, that's good. Because when I was up here a couple weeks ago, you announced you had gotten 3 grants. And how does one go about finding out how much each of those grants were? Because you got a grant for the shuffleboard, you got a grant for the slide, and then you got the grant for the play unit. Well, the play unit you showed was something almost identical to what we already have down there. We have 4 of them. And I'm a little disappointed because kids love to swing. I've worked at a number of elementary schools. We have 1 set of swings. Even adults like to swing. We have that 1 set of swings and 2 of the swings are broken. So I hope, Mr. Delk, that you will reconsider and take some of that money and buy another set of swings because I know the kids would love it. It can't be nearly as much as that unit that, that you showed at the meeting. So the other thing is, I've always wondered this, the money that was at the funeral home for the trees, is anybody keeping track of that? And how come we're not getting a record of, we've got how much, 500,000 in there? What do we got in there? Money's being spent, but we don't know what's in there. And the other thing that puzzles me is I was at a concert one night down there, and it was announced that the street department had planted 100 trees. You have said all along you were only going to do 25 a year because the arborist said you couldn't handle any more than that. So the person who said you planted 100 and you saying you were only going to do 25, which is it?
First of all, I was one that made the announcement.
Yes, you did, but I wasn't going to reveal that.
That's okay, I'll reveal it.
Okay.
And I didn't say we planted 100 trees immediately, we planted 40 in the area with the band shell, back in the playground area,
Yeah.
around the pool area. That was the first round of planting that we did. We're going over, what, 5 years?
Yes.
4 more years, we're gonna be planting 25, 30 trees in each of the other sections.
So have you planted 40?
Go count them.
Well, no, you
Yes,
just
we did.
have, and he
Well,
was
that's what I
saying,
said we did.
yeah, because I heard the number 100. And so my cousins were there and they heard it too. And so I'm thinking, well, if we can't handle more than 25, why did he just say we did 100? So I'm just, so it's 40?
So to clear the record, that's what I said.
You said
And
40?
also, the tree fund was not $500,000. It was
No, I'm just saying that as an amount.
Why would you say that when you don't know?
Well, I'd like to know how much money is in there because nobody seems to know. Nobody knows where the money is going. Nobody knows how much money is there. And so we spent an oodle amount of money on the shuffleboard. We spent money on the play unit. Yeah, okay, we'll put on the red light. I see what you're doing, Mr. Mayor. Like when you came out there the other day and said, look at all these businesses with the chairs out front.
Have you counted them?
No, but that day you told me that, I looked down there and saw one down by the circle. You don't like to hear stuff like this. I know you don't. I trusted you in the beginning, and now I really am beginning to have my doubts, so.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to address council? If not, we're going to move on to administrative reports. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. And I want to thank everyone that was involved with the 4th of July weekend, the picnic in the park on the 5th, and that was largely headed up by Debbie Nysong in the Fort Greenville chapter of the DAR. The picnic went very well, very successful. We had a lot of bands in the afternoon, and the weather held up nicely. We had the concert in the park, and we also had a wonderful fireworks display at the fairgrounds. So everything went well, and I just want to thank everyone who was involved with that. This weekend in the Oakley Days, the parade is on Saturday. They will leave the fairgrounds at 10 o'clock, and we'll travel all the way up to downtown Greenville to the Circle. The parade again begins at 10, and the gathering of the Garce is this weekend, so I invite everyone to come out for that. Looks like the weather's going to be nice in the low 80s, so we'll have a nice, sunny, enjoyable weekend at the gathering and at downtown for the shoppers to come down and enjoy everything that's going on there. Also, in case you haven't seen it yet, if you go down 571 and you'll see the new water tower that's been erected. It's a 1.5 gallon water tower. I think it sets at 154 feet in the air. And they're working valiantly to get that all taken care of and in full service by the early part of 2027. There's a lot of work that goes behind that to get everything up and running and with the full reliance upon that water tower. So work continues. It sits right behind the Sparcheck plant. It's just another vital part of our water infrastructure projects, all geared to meet the future needs of our city and providing ample supply of clean, safe drinking water for our residents. Also, want to thank Kendra and Erica for coming up to City Council tonight and expounding on some of the programs that are available to citizens that are having difficulty with abuse, substance abuse and so forth, or homelessness or hunger, and they're meeting those needs. And with that, I want to announce that the Department of Children and Youth, the Ohio Department of Children and Youth, has reinstituted a 211. If you need help but aren't sure where to turn, you can call 211. They'll connect you to community resources for food, for housing and shelter. It's a 24/7, 365 number that you can call for clothing and household items, services for children and babies, parental support, utility assistance, and employment and public benefits. You can call that number and they'll steer you in the right direction. So this was through CAP, the Community Action Partnership, that we got this piece of information. They just I believe this was in place a few years ago, and it just got reinstituted. So I wanted to bring that up as well. With that, I pass.
Thank you. Safety Service Director, Mr. Delk.
Thank you, Mr. President. Some updates on projects. The mayor did go on the water tower, but that's going well. We're still looking at 2027 to get that operational. Still a lot of work to do on it, but we're heading in the right direction. Solids handling, we're about 90% complete right now. We've been working on emptying our tank it's currently out at the landfill, but we've ran into a bunch of issues with the fields they're taking it to. There's been like 2 inches of rain, so we've been struggling to get in the field. So we're working through the weather and we're going to get that out, and then we'll demo that tank. We did demo the structure at the solids handling facility, the water reclamation facility that housed it before we pumped it out to that tank. And then the next step, what we call slurry, we'll put in those pipes that run into the creek, so then we'll never have to deal with that again, that problem. We did have some issues with some blowers that we use to pump air to the digesters. Those are currently being repaired with these blow-off valves they're installing, and we have 2 of them up and running. We're waiting on the other 2 to make them work the way they're supposed to. And then we have 4 new ones that are being built in Germany that are going to come here, and then the company will switch them out with the 4 that we got that didn't work so well when we first got them. So a little hiccup, but working through it. We're currently making cake, so we're filling our building up with cake, and we're almost out of the Class A biosolids business, which is a really good feeling.
Awesome.
So we have cookies and cake.
They able to take out the Rumpke then?
We can take it to Rumpke, but we're actually doing a contract with a local harder ag service. We can get it much cheaper, and they put it on the fields versus taking it to the landfill.
We can bag it and sell it?
You can only do that with Class A. We're Class B cake. Class A is a whole nother bigger number you guys don't want to hear. Our Schweitzer Street project, still working on the right-of-way phase. We're about halfway through acquiring all those temporary easements and right-of-ways and working with our consultant. So we're right on schedule. We have till the end of this year to get that phase completed so we can begin construction in late 2027. And then our lead line project, we'll be sending that to bids. I think we have bid a pre-bid next week, and then I think we open the bids the next week on that, and then we'll go through the whole process with the funding mechanism for that end of it. I do want to touch a little bit on what Mrs. Dieter had to say about the trees. Yes, we've planted 40 trees so far. We're doing a 5-year plan in clusters. And we've said from the beginning, after talking with our arborist, we were gonna look at 25 to 30 a year just because we have to water them. We felt like this area was kind of condensed enough, we did around the band shell area, that we'd be able to maintain them, because the last thing we want to do is plant new trees and not be able to water them and take care of them. So we did start out with 40 trees. Our plan is to do somewhere in that 25 to 35 range over the next 5 years. Money is not housed with the city. I want to make that perfectly clear. All the donations that were donated from the tornado that were accepted through Zecker Bailey Funeral Home are held with the YOLO organization because they were the 501c3. So all the funding is held with them. I don't know the exact number that's left. I can get that information for you, but all we do is I call the director and say, hey, we're going to plant this many trees at Brown's, and then he donates that money to the city, and then we go out and plant the trees. Let's see, grants. So the other question on the grants. So I applied for 3 grants. One was through the Dark County Parks Department, and we apply every year for something in the park. We applied for a slide this year that's broken by Shelter 2, and we did receive that grant, and it was right around $15,000. And all these grants are reimbursable. So we have to do the project, and then we submit all the invoices, and then they pay. And then I applied to the state capital budget for 2 grants, one for the shuffleboard court, the Shuffle Dome, as the mayor refers to it as, the cover over the shuffleboard courts, and the second one was for a piece of playground equipment. I was hoping to get one of them. We got 2, and I think probably a lot of it had to do with the tornado and the damage that had happened out there. So for the shuffleboard courts, we received $58,000 from the state capital budget, or will be. We haven't received any funding yet, but we did get authorization that we were approved. And then the second one was for a piece of playground equipment at Kittyland that was about $50,000, and we applied for $25,000 towards that, and we were awarded that as well. So on these grants, when you apply for something, you can't just split up the money and say, well, I want to use it here and here. We have to use it for those other ones. And I will say, the street department, since the tornado, if you've went through there, the new structures and the things they've built, and we did not receive near the insurance funds that it would take to hire a contractor to do the work that was done. It was all because most of the work was able to be done in-house and did with our own people, and we saved a lot of money and were able to do a lot more than what the insurance covered there. No doubt about it. So kudos to them. We are well aware that playground is our kind of next main priority, and that's why we applied for these couple grants, and we're going to continue to work on our playground.
Those are probably pretty specific on what they can be used for.
Correct. That is correct. And with that, I will answer any questions, but I will pass. Oh, sorry, one more thing. Pickleball courts that we're going in with the school. So we're going to put 6 pickleball courts out at the school on there, tennis courts. The nets are in. I think they got 2 of them put together this morning when it was raining, and then they're going to begin to paint those tomorrow. So by the end of the week, we should have functioning pickleball courts out at the high school. And with that, I will pass.
Is that the section furthest to the north?
Yeah, it's closest to the Jennings Center.
Okay, very good. Any questions for Mr. Delk? If not, we'll move on to Law Director, Mr. Reaman.
Mr. President. Yes. I did have one on the, forgot my note, on the generator we use for the wastewater plant to push the things up and over the creek. We'll be able to use that now. That'll be available for whatever department now, right?
Correct. The pump.
That, so we can get that pump and that generator up to use it wherever. So hopefully we don't get the floods like everybody else is across the country. But we have that available now. It's not fixed to that purpose.
Correct.
So that's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, no problem.
did its job, didn't it?
Wall Director, Mr. Beaman.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Council President. The broken record again, I feel like you've heard me talk about how busy things have been for a long time. Well, I'm hoping tonight you can help me out with that. And so 2 of the pieces of legislation are to change the strength ordinance to allow for me to hire not an attorney, but an assistant and a victim witness coordinator. They can take some of that burden off of me, and then to set the wages for that. I have gone through the interview process. I was fortunate enough in that position to be able to get about 25 applicants. Conducted a couple rounds of interviews and came to the decision that I'd like to hire Miss Mandy Franks. And lucky for you, she happens to be here tonight, so you can put a face to a name. And you may have seen her anyway. She has helped out with the marching band over the last few years. So excited that hopefully we can get all of that accomplished, and she'll be able to start in August and kind of help me with some of what's going on. And to give you an idea of the workload, currently we still handle the vast majority of misdemeanor prosecutions in-house in the city. You know, before we'd always had another attorney that handled that. If you look at the statistics, and it kind of helps to understand too, you know, what are the police doing? If you look at the numbers that we had in the first half of 2025, the police issued 95 misdemeanor citations in that period. In 2026, between January 1st and the end of June, we're at over 200 citations. So we've kind of doubled the workload. And so the police are out there doing their job, staying busy. We're seeing it in the courts, and I'm definitely feeling it, that I can promise you. So everybody's doing a great job. We're trying to keep ahead of it all, and we're excited for Ms. Franks to start and be able to help out with that. So that'll answer any questions that anybody has.
Nothing? Okay, thank you. Moving on, Auditor, Mrs. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a few pieces of legislation on here as well. The supplemental, which I think we kind of talked about the postings before, and the transfer we talked about earlier today. Also have a piece of legislation for some donation of some sick leave for one of our city employees that happens to be in my office, and she's a new employee, so she's going to need some sick hours contributed to her to get her through a specific part of her life. Then for now, the last 2, those were just truly invoices that were a day or 2 within the purchase order being entered. And so this is just a process we have to go through in order to make sure that you are aware that we did spend that money, and the purchase order is just like a day or 2 within. One of them is for software for our wastewater or for our water treatment plant, and the other one was for some paving that we needed done. So other than that, I don't have anything, and I will entertain any questions. And if not, I will.
Mr. President, just to
Yes.
bring up now, since we know that the new fire truck that we've been waiting over 3 years on, because the
Yes, it's
order,
pictures all over Facebook today. Everybody tune
and it
in.
was on Facebook, so I thought to clear up and get something to the public now. The appropriations that were made, 48 months ago, and then we made the last payment on it, according to the budget for the last 4 years, we made the last payment.
Yes,
And it is paid for
yes.
when it comes in. So I just wanted to bring that up, and if you want to expand anything on that.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. The fire truck is paid in full, though there is no debt on that fire truck. Now, if there's a few things as they go to add equipment to it or whatever, that's scheduled through, that was all part of the bid, but that's scheduled as well. But if something comes up that there might be something a little bit different, I'm not saying that there might not be. But the largest expense, the fire truck is paid in full, and the upfitting on the fire truck is also paid. So,
I just wanted to bring that
Okay.
out so that the public was aware.
yes, we paid the one, we had to have it built, and it's ready. It should be here, I'm not sure when. Ryan's looking at me, maybe he knows, I don't know. It's got to go to Atlantic, is that where it's going, to be outfitted?
It's in Wisconsin.
Right.
It'll come here briefly, and then it and the truck that we're disposing of go to Cleveland to get all the tools and life-saving devices switched over. And then they'll both come back here. We'll sell the one on Gov Deals, and we'll put the new one in service. I would say beginning of August.
That's not very far away.
No.
It's coming, but it's better than waiting for 38 months that we have been, so, yes. Thank you, Kim.
Any other questions for the auditor? If not, we'll move on. Committee reports, we have none scheduled for this evening.
I do have one. Oh, the one.
Committee, update, okay.
Ad hoc committee for the combined fire department and rescue for the township. I turned in a paper last meeting for basically what happened at the meeting, kind of an update. So then I think I got this as a little bit more of a, in a form that's needed by council to pass. So I'll just read it. The intent of this committee over the last several years to investigate the need to combine city fire department, Greenville Township Fire and Rescue. The purpose would be to serve the residents of the community consisting of Greenville Township and Greenville, City of Greenville, and make this combined department more effective and efficient. The combination would eliminate the needs for both departments that often respond to the same calls. It would reduce the redundancy of fire apparatus and equipment. This would also reduce the amount of personnel needed to operate combined department. It would also be important to keep the insurance ratings of this combined fire and rescue department at a high level. All items listed would help reduce in the operational costs. At our last combined meeting, May 22nd or 26th, it was obvious that we were not going to come to any mutual agreement on combining fire and rescue departments. To end this meeting, both parties have decided to discuss their own finding, possibilities, and options of a new direction for these services. The committee has spent several years in discussions and investigation of possibilities to combine the Greenville City Fire Department and the Greenville Township Fire and Rescue Services. With the decision at last combined meeting, both parties will look for new direction and or options. This ad hoc committee has accomplished its assignment and asked the city council to accept its final report. So,
Okay.
see if that's going to be acceptable or not, I guess.
Okay, we'll take that into consideration, but this will probably be the end of this committee at this time. Thank you. Any other updates? If not, we're going to move on to ordinances and resolutions. First is a supplemental ordinance.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. This supplemental ordinance appropriates funds as follows. In the general fund, CIP transfer, $50,000. Community funds, council, $250. The CIP funds are being transferred to the capital improvement fund for the Schweitzer Street project, and the community funds are needed for the Garst Museum Historical Society membership. In the Waterworks System Revenue Fund, new equipment, $60,000. These funds are needed for rehabilitation of the clarifier mixer. In the Waterworks Capital Improvement Fund, Water Tower, East Industrial Park, $1,580,402.56. These funds are payments received from the OWDA loan and needed for the water tower project. Lead line replacement, $40,000. These funds are needed to proceed with the lead line replacement project. In the Wastewater Capital Improvement Fund, wastewater treatment plant solids handling improvements, $2,278,648.36. These funds are needed for payments related to the water reclamation facility. In the Capital Improvement Fund, General Government, $150,000. These funds include the $50,000 CIP transfer and are needed for the Schweitzer Street project.
Move to suspend the rules, give this second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Number 2, we have a transfer ordinance.
An ordinance for the transfer of funds among the appropriations of the various funds of the city of Greenville. This ordinance transfers $5,000 in funds for the law director from outside legal counsel to office supplies, and $4,000 from the swimming pool equipment maintenance to swimming pool chemicals.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this ordinance and read it by title only, second and third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
An ordinance for the transfer of funds among the appropriations of the various funds of the city of Greenville. An ordinance for the transfer of funds among the appropriations of the various funds of the city of Greenville.
Moved.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're on.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
All right, number 3, we have an ordinance to approve the 2026 editing of the American Legal. Is that just, good enough? Okay.
An ordinance approving the editing and inclusion of certain ordinances as parts of the various component codes of the codified ordinances, providing for the adoption and publication of new matter in the updated and revised codified ordinances, repealing ordinances in conflict therewith, and declaring an emergency. This ordinance approves the 2026 editing and inclusion of certain ordinances as parts of the various codified ordinances as performed by American Legal since last updated in December 2024 and has an emergency clause.
Move to suspend the rules and give this ordinance second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
An ordinance approving the editing and inclusion of certain ordinances as part of the various component codes of the codified ordinances, providing the adoption and publication of new matter in the updated and revised codified ordinances, repealing ordinances in conflict therewith, and declaring an emergency. An ordinance approving the editing and inclusion of certain ordinances as part of the various component codes of the codified ordinances, providing for the adoption and publication of new matter in the updated and revised codified ordinances, repealing ordinances in conflict therewith, and declaring an emergency.
Motion to adopt.
Emergency clause.
Motion by Ms. Holt to adopt the emergency clause. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes. Move to adopt the ordinance.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Okay, number 4, we have a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter an agreement with ODOT.
A resolution authorizing entering into grant agreements with the Ohio Department of Transportation for transit services. This resolution authorizes the mayor to enter into grant agreements with ODOT for operating expenses and capitalized maintenance for transit services.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Abstain.
Willman?
Yes.
A resolution authorizing entering into grant agreements with the Ohio Department of Transportation for transit services. A resolution authorizing entering into grant agreements with the Ohio Department of Transportation for transit services.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mrs. Holt to adopt. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Hull?
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Abstain.
Willman.
Yes.
Okay, number 5, an ordinance authorizing city employees to contribute sick time to the account of Nikki Monan.
An ordinance authorizing city employees to contribute sick leave hours to the account of Nikki Monan. This ordinance authorizes city employees to contribute sick time to the account of their coworker, Nikki Monan.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this ordinance and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this ordinance second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing city employees to contribute sick leave hours to the account of Nikki Monan. An ordinance authorizing city employees to contribute sick leave hours to the account of Nikki Monan.
Motion to adopt the ordinance?
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Okay, number 6, ordinance revises the previous personnel ordinance to include a part-time legal assistant.
An ordinance establishing personnel within the city of Greenville, Ohio, and declaring an emergency, amending and replacing the previous ordinance. This ordinance revises the previous personnel ordinance to include a part-time legal assistant victim witness coordinator to the law director and has an emergency clause.
Move to suspend the rules, give this ordinance second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes. Make a motion to accept the emergency clause.
Read it. Yeah.
Sorry.
An ordinance establishing personnel within the city of Greenville, Ohio, and declaring an emergency, amending and replacing the previous ordinance. An ordinance establishing personnel within the city of Greenville, Ohio, and declaring an emergency, amending and replacing the previous ordinance.
I'll make a motion to accept the emergency clause.
Motion by Mr. Kendall to adopt the emergency clause. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Number 7, an ordinance to authorize the hiring of a part-time legal assistant.
An ordinance authorizing the hiring of a part-time legal assistant victim witness coordinator to the city law director and declaring an emergency. This ordinance authorizes hiring of a part-time legal assistant victim witness coordinator to provide administrative and legal support to the law director and has an emergency clause.
Move to send the rules and read this ordinance second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Willman to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing the hiring of a part-time legal assistant victim witness coordinator to the city law director and declaring an emergency. An ordinance authorizing the hiring of a part-time legal assistant victim witness coordinator to the city law director and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt the emergency clause.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the emergency clause. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Motion to adopt the ordinance.
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Poole?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Okay, number 8, we have an ordinance, establishes the requirements for the inspection, replacement, and elimination of lead and galvanized lines.
An ordinance establishing requirements for the inspection, replacement, and elimination of lead service lines and galvanized service lines requiring replacement within the city of Greenville, Ohio.
This ordinance establishes requirements for the inspection, replacement, and elimination of lead and galvanized service lines within the city.
Make a motion to suspend the rules of this ordinance and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
An ordinance establishing requirements for the inspection, replacement, and elimination of lead service lines and galvanized service lines requiring placement within the city of Greenville, Ohio. An ordinance establishing requirements for the inspection, replacement, and elimination of lead service lines and galvanized service lines requiring placement within the city of Greenville, Ohio.
Move to adopt the ordinance?
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Number 9, we have a resolution to authorize payment of a post-dated purchase order to iWork Systems.
A resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for iWork Systems Incorporated. This resolution authorizes payment of a post-dated purchase order to iWork Systems Incorporated in the amount of $11,100.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution second and third reading by title only?
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for iWork Systems Incorporated. A resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for iWork Systems Incorporated.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mrs. Hull to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
And number 10, we have a resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for Walls Asphalt.
A resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for Walls Asphalt Manufacturing Incorporated. This resolution authorizes payment of a post-dated purchase order to Walls Asphalt Manufacturing Incorporated in the amount of $2,603.12.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for Walls Asphalt Manufacturing Incorporated. A resolution authorizing a then and now certificate for Walls Asphalt Manufacturing Incorporated.
Move to adopt the resolution?
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing under new business. Anything under old business? Okay, our council representative outside committee, Dark County Visitors Bureau. Any update there?
Nope.
Nothing?
That meeting's the same time as the Architectural Review Board.
Okay,
One's at 8:30, one's at 8.
makes it tough.
Gotta take a choice on which one to go to, I guess.
Right. Okay. Communications. Anything?
The communications that were received for city council were the income tax monthly report for June, the transit monthly report for June, the street department second quarter report, the police department second quarter report, and the fire department second quarter report.
All right, let's call down the council.
Ely,
I'll pass tonight.
Godwin,
I'd just like to thank Erica Cause that came up, her crews that came up for the Safe Haven thing, that, it's a good project to have in the city of Greenville. Then also, would like to thank everybody for coming up tonight, department heads for coming. And one of the things I kind of get near and dear to is solicitors in the city of Greenville. I know there's
6 or 7 people going around for a fiber optic company here in the city of Greenville, and they're pretty aggressive on beating on somebody's door. The city has no soliciting signs that you can get from the mayor's office, the water department, auditor's office, and I think Eric has them in the tax office too. And they're free. You can put them on your door, and that's supposed to deter them from knocking on your door. If they do that, they can you can call the police department and complain about somebody's beating on your door and you got a no soliciting sign out there posted. And with that, I will pass.
Cole?
I also would like to thank everybody for coming this evening. I'd like to thank the water department. Apparently I had a leak in my neighborhood and they did quick work of the day, so I had water back, which was nice. And I also want to give a shout out to the Greenville Marching Band of Pride. Living in the park, I get to hear them practice every morning, and I can hear them from my house, which makes me really happy. I feel like they're growing, and that's good. The drum line is awesome. Keep it up, and thanks for the entertainment while I drink my coffee.
Kendall?
I would also like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I talked to the mayor coming in. We've got some amazing things going on this weekend, in the Oakley Days, and also the gathering at the Garce. And weather's supposed to be decent too. So looks like everything's lining up just perfectly. So with that, I pass.
Norris?
Yes, thank you, everybody, for coming. We appreciate your willingness to be here and to say a few words. John, we appreciate that. Mandy, congratulations there. Get things through and take a little bit of load off of Mr. Reeman. And Chief has not only, well, we have to look for any Oakley Days coming up, but Thursday night, we have your event, which is downtown at Creme de la Creme, which is in the first block on Broadway. And that is Cones with a Cop, and that is 6 to 7:30, Chief, correct? Yeah, very good. So we appreciate you getting out in the community like that and representing well. I, of course, always have to sew up the end of softball season. GGSA is coming to a close. We had a 17-team tournament last Sunday. This Saturday, we're going to host Stark County Special Olympics. We're going to have 4 or 5 counties come in. Just let the kids, and well, adults too, use our facilities out there, so that kind of be an interesting thing. Usually they fill 4 or 5 diamonds out there, and it's just a good time, good camaraderie for that organization. So stop on out if you get the chance. That'd be great. And with that, I pass.
Rogers?
Yes, thanks for the comments made from the public, and Mandy, congratulations to you, and it'll be good for you, I think, and I think it's going to be good for Mr. Raymond too. And that, I think, is about all I've got to say tonight. Thank you.
Roman?
Yeah, same thing with everybody else. Thanks everybody for coming, appreciate it. Thanks all the people that came up public hearing and listening to things in the community and how things are going, and appreciate all the comments from the schools and stuff like that. Mandy, I appreciate you taking the job. Thank you and congratulations. So hopefully I'll leave a little work there for Mike. But appreciate all the work done by the city employees. So it's been pretty good. So I'll pass with that.
President Schmidt?
I too would like to thank the ladies that came up and spoke this evening, shared some good information there, and sometimes people don't know where to turn to in a time of need, so I think that was a good thing that we did that this evening. So Mayor, I know you were involved in setting that up, and we do appreciate it. Mandy, welcome aboard. I'm sure you'll do a fine job, and looking forward to working with you, and thank you. And thank you for everyone else in attendance and coming up and sharing with us. Sometimes we don't know all the things that are going on if someone doesn't point them out. So we do appreciate that. So with that, I will pass and move to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Rogers to adjourn. Discussion? Call the roll.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman.
Yes. Thank you.
Somebody down there.
Yeah.